Hello, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv, and I'm here with my live chat room at live.bwana.tv. And a question came up from Warefly. He asked me a very good question, and we decided to record it so that you all can benefit from the fruits of our labor. The question was, how can he create a podcast and include people from different places or different states? So immediately my mind went everywhere because there's a ton of solutions available out there, and I'm just going to name a few and some of the pros and cons. Number one, you can use a service called Blog Talk Radio, which uses your phone to dial a special number and actually record that to an MP3. Blog Talk Radio now has a brand new service called Cinch, cinch.blogtalkradio.com, where all you have to do is dial a number, wait for the tone, speak, and hang up, and when you're done, it will automatically generate an MP3 file for you. Thanks for the link, Warefly. Cinch.blogtalkradio.com. And we also talked about TalkShoe.com. TalkShoe is a web-based application which allows you to chat, and also when you create a TalkShoe account, you're assigned a PIN. You can dial a special phone number, input your PIN, and you can interface. Now, this is the benefit of TalkShoe. You can interface with the crowd and interface with your listeners. So if you want to take questions during your podcast as you're recording, you can do that. You can go to the web-based interface. You can mute certain people and say, hey, so-and-so has a question. You unmute them, and then they can talk and ask your question, and then you can mute them back, and it creates a great interactive environment. The only drawback with TalkShoe is that the chat application they built is not the best. It's something proprietary they built. Go there, use it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Also, there are some voice over IP solutions. Now, all of these we talked about were strictly phone based, but here's some voice over IP solutions that you can use with your computer. TalkShoe has some voice over IP ties too, but there's Ventrilo, of course. You can use Ventrilo and also use applications like Audacity and other applications that can capture the audio from Ventrilo and record it to an MP3 file. There's TeamSpeak, of course. You can do the same thing. Skype has Skypecast. And finally, the one that we were talking about the most was called the Gizmo Project. Now, the Gizmo Project is pretty much just like Skype, except for one key feature. It supports SIP, S-I-P. And you can Wikipedia that. I'm not going to turn this into a SIP class, but Google SIP, S-I-P, and Gizmo can be found at gizmo5.com. Gizmo allows you to actually, within the product, create a conference call and record it. You can record that. Also, Gizmo has SIP hooks that you can tie into other services. And we talked about a product called freeconferencecall.com, where people can dial a conference call number and actually talk, and that supports recording. The cool thing is if you don't have access to long distance, which freeconferencecall.com gives you a long distance number, so everybody doesn't have long distance access. You can tie Gizmo Project directly into a free conference call.com, a free call through them. You can go through Gizmo, through SIP, and actually interface with people talking on the phone absolutely free. Freeconferencecall.com is free. Gizmo Project is free, and they both record. So there you have it. Freeconferencecall.com combined with Gizmo gives you a great deal of flexibility in that you can dial from a cell phone, you can dial from a landline, you can dial from Gizmo, and you can and you can talk from any of the thousands of SIP clients out there. When you look at SIP, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a voice over IP standard. A lot of people use it, and Gizmo Project and freeconferencecall.com support it. So those are all of the options that are available to you if you want to create a podcast with many people and record it to file. All right, this is Bwana from Bwana.tv. Join us live over at live.bwana.tv. This was an impromptu video. We were just discussing it, and everybody was like, hey, let's record it. So I did, and here it is. So see you later. I didn't say you later. I said see you later. Bye.